Well, good morning, everybody, and as you can see, we are back on the Abandoned Farm series again, and it is August 1st, and I went ahead and, I guess I left the shop door open, but as you can see, I got everything put away, got the sprayer in here, the gleaner, the planter, and got the old 80, is this the 8650? Yeah, hooked up to the Power Chain Dabo 800 cultivator. But I know I said in the last video that I was just going to just fill all this in, but I decided to go and cultivate it off camera to give us to give us a bigger field back here. But we do got to get some stuff done on the farm today. I got to get that other field over there plowed in and ready to go because I didn't end up doing that off camera. But before we do any of that, I don't understand why I just drove through here, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and go into our menu here and check on the cattle. They are doing pretty good. They got a lot of meadow grass, so yeah, they're pretty good. I know we got to get some more hay cut, and I end up getting rid of the New Holland hay bind, and I end up buying this little pull behind mower right here. It is a Samazaz. I think I just butchered that name entirely, but I went ahead and bought that to where we can get that through the new pasture over here because the New Holland hay bind would not fit through the gate, which is very, very unfortunate. So yeah, I think we'll end up cutting some more hay today because we got to make sure our stockpile is staying up and make sure we get enough. Oh, and then another thing I went ahead and bought off camera. And don't mind the cattle pen, it messed up on me, and so I just had to redo everything. So there's a gate there, but that fence doesn't match that fence, which is fine. As I was saying, the fence right here is messed up, and it's all good. It is what it is. But I end up getting this TMR mixer right here, and we just pull the trailer underneath, put the stuff in there, and we're good to go. I just have to get a harvester silo to do some silage in, but for right now, we're gonna just feed our dairy cattle the hay bales that we have in there and the meadow grass. I could have brought the fence out a little bit more and then angled it in, but it is what it is. It's fine. We'll just paint all that in or whatever, or we'll just leave it there. But for the agenda today, we got to get that field cultivated in and or plowed in, and then I would like to get some canola seeded into the ground as well. But if you guys do like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell to where you guys don't miss any future uploads that I make or any live streams that I do. That's what we have to do on the farm today as of right now, and the shaders, well, not shaders, but the LOD guys, where I'm just gonna have to deal with it and we're just gonna have to roll with it. I get 60 FPS right here. I get really good, well, actually I get more than 60 FPS. I get really good FPS rating right now with the way this is, instead of trying to get everything to load in at the same time. I might be able to fix some of that though, just a little bit, just to where some stuff does come in a little bit better. So we need, I think it's the object draw distance, the LOD distance, and the terrain LOD distance is what I gotta fix. Yeah, so that should work out fine. It's a little bit better, at least we can see trees. But I do gotta get this actually, yeah, we won't even worry about mowing any of this grass, but let's go ahead and get over here, go and get our thing unfolded, and then we'll go and get this done and get this out of the way. So what I would do is I will go ahead and throw you guys into a time lapse of me doing this. I will see you guys after the time lapse. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. Up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse there of us getting this field plowed and cultivated in. We got it almost done. We got maybe 2.5, 3 passes left on it. Then after that, I got to get a hold of the dealership to see if they don't have some sort of seeder down there that I could get, or that I could borrow, to where we can get this seeded in and get our other field seeded in with canola, or at least one of these fields seeded with canola. I'd rather do wheat, but I don't think we can plant wheat right now or seed wheat. So let me see what they got down there, see if I can't lease something or finance it from them. And then I'm going to get this field limed and fertilized, and that'll bring you guys actually back in for some of that as well. But yeah, let me get this done, and then I'll see you guys when we start doing some stuff on one of these other fields. Alrighty, so I figured I'd go and bring you guys back in for the update. We got that field all cultivated in and the way we needed it, and went back to the farm, grabbed the International 5488 with the Wilmer 800 Super spreader, and went in and filled it all up with lime. And this is actually going to be another pretty decent sized field, and unfortunately we won't be able to plant it in corn. I wish we could, or even soybeans, but I know we definitely got to get rocking on soybeans next year. So I mean, we're gonna have to probably get another field cultivated in and or made, and a pretty decent one at that, to where we can get our soybeans planted next year. And our corn's actually coming in fairly well. It's looking pretty good. I mean, other than a little bit of hail damage and everything like that from the weather that we've had coming through here lately, it's doing pretty good. And I know this video is going to come out probably, well, you guys will see this video and probably the next week or so. This is me saying that, but you guys will see it here soon. And I know that the content has been coming out a lot slower, but it's because it's getting a lot nicer here where I live at, and I've been doing a lot of stuff outside, done a lot of yard work outside and everything like that. So that's why content's still going to be coming out, but it's going to be a little bit slower than usual. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still going to be creating the content, but with it becoming summertime and it going to be picking up, and my family wanting to do a lot of different things, and then me plus having my son and all that stuff, you know, I want to be able to spend as much time outside with him as possible. But other than that, you guys, this farm's coming along great. As you can see, the corn there is looking phenomenal. It is completely fertilized all the way through, and we should get a decently good yield off of it, I believe. I believe it's fertilized both first stage and second stage of fertilizer. So I just wanted to bring you guys back in and let you know that I'm getting liming on this field done, and then I'll go ahead and fertilize it, and then we will do the one behind the farm up there and get that one limed and fertilized and good to go. I did find a seeder. I did talk to the dealership. I did get a seeder. I think I ended up financing it, I believe, or I ended up buying it straight out. I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure I financed it. But it's a little John Deere seeder. It matches what we got going on right now, and it's going to work out perfect for what we need. So let me just go ahead and get in here, get the rest of the sliming done on this field and the other field to get the fertilizing done, and then I will bring you guys back in when we start seeding either canola, or we may fast forward to where we can seed wheat, but I'm pretty sure we can't seed wheat until around the time that we harvest everything else. Alrighty, so here we are. We went ahead and got this seeder from the dealership, and I forget how much we paid for it, but it definitely used a big chunk of our money. But we got it hooked up to the 8210 here. It's the John Deere, yeah, the John Deere 1520. It's a nice little seeder. I mean, it's doing the job, you know, to get us our canola in the ground right here. And as you can see, I went ahead and already done one headland pass on it, and now we're just starting our diagonals, or our ups and downs, whatever you guys really want to call it, or lands. It just really depends on what everybody wants to call it. But I know I need to possibly get a AI worker hired on one of the other fields to where we can go ahead and get that done, because we still got to get lime on the other field as well, which is I done the big field that we just cultivated in the beginning of the video in that time lapse, but I haven't got the other field done yet, and I definitely need to get that field done. I went ahead and refertilized this field, fertilized I think the other field, so we should get the max yield potential that we can off of this field. So actually so what we'll do is we'll just jump over there real quick, and sorry if you guys can hear my clicking in the background, but I went ahead and got that field fertilized and limed right there, the big one. And actually, I think this field has already been limed, so we don't even have to lime it again, which is a very, very good thing. So I'm just gonna take this back to the farm with us. But yeah, everything's rocking and rolling. We got the new field put in, we got it limed, fertilized, and we're getting the canola seeded in that field. And then I do got to see if the new pasture over here is ready to be cut, which it looks like it might be ready to cut, and I hope it is, because like I said in the beginning of the video, we definitely got to get more hay cut, because, well, granted, cows have pasture, but I want to go and get our hay bale storage set up for the winter, because, well, during the winter they can't feed off the cattle pasture. And I might eventually just, you know, just for aesthetic looks, put a little building in there for them, and just to make it seem like they have somewhere to sleep instead of just being out in an open range pasture. So let's go ahead and jump back into the 8210 here, and just go ahead and keep planting, well, seeding putting our canola in the ground. I definitely got to look for another, I don't know if I want to try to find another place to put a field, but we're definitely going to have to get another field put in. That's why I didn't plant the other big field in canola. Unfortunately, we'll only have one field to harvest this year, which is the big corn field, which is fine. But I know next year, during planting season, I definitely want to get soybeans put into the ground as well, which we have a seeder, and or we have our planter that we can do soybeans in, so we can use either or for that. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this done and out of the way. It'd help if I put down the seeder. Yeah, let me go and get this field knocked out of the way, get it seeded in with the canola, and then I will bring you guys back in when I'm about to start cutting that pasture, and then I'll leave you guys in for the entire duration of that pasture. Then after that, it'll probably be the end of the episode there, to where I can get that done. And what I'll do is off camera, I will probably just go and rake it up and even possibly bale it up. And because I've done a lot of baling on this series as well with you guys, I've made a lot of hay, I've cut a lot of grass. So yeah, let me get this field knocked out of the way, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, we're down to our last 2.5 passes. This seeder is actually doing a pretty good job, if you ask me. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's a nice little seeder. We got a decent width on it. Now, once we start growing and we get bigger fields and all that, we'll definitely have to get a bigger seeder. But yeah, like I said, we're on our last, well, now our last 2 passes. Then after that, we're going to go get some more, attempt to get some more hay cut for the cattle, to where we can get them more feed. And then after that, that'll be the end of the video. I know I gotta call up to the local, probably like the local co-op or the dealership, and see if they can't get a hold of a local co-op around here, to where I can get some liquid, well, to get some herbicide, and eventually to get some liquid fertilizer as well, since we do have that sprayer and we have not put it to use yet. And I would like to go ahead and spray these fields right now with herbicide before anything happens, before we get any weeds or anything coming up out of the ground. I want to go ahead and spray it now instead of later, when the crop is already in the ground and it's already starting to sprout and all that stuff, you know, because I don't want to leave tram lines and run over crop that I don't have to run over, that we could use to get some money out of. And I know the next purchase that we're going to try to make eventually is, if we can, is I want to try to get another silo. I mean, our little silo is going to work out for us, but right now we need a bigger silo. And I did hear that eventually I went ahead and gave part of my land away, you know, like to some of these businesses that are coming to, you know, coming around and everything like that. You know, they're wanting to try to get a little town up here, so I gave away some of my land. Well, I didn't give it away. I'm actually selling it and selling a couple of acres, and they're supposed to be building a Dollar General here eventually. And go to the Dollar General store to, you know, to get essentials, because right now I gotta drive at least 2.5-3 hours away just to even be able to go to the nearest, at least Dollar General, or even the nearest store. So I mean, that would definitely help us out, and they would, with them bringing that Dollar General here and that CVS pharmacy. So that'll be something to really look forward to. And the spreader, I don't think we need. We're going to go and jump into the, oh, I forgot we had that cedar. So we can actually make some money off of that. We can go ahead and sell that. And I did tell the dealership, you know, that if I like the one that they gave me, well, that I bought from them, that I would probably be selling the other one. So we'll just go ahead and sell it through here. That's the feeder, Great Plains, yeah. So that'll give us an extra 33 grand. I will take it. I will take that extra $33,000. And what's this? Fertilizer, it looks like. We got some net wrap over there. We're gonna have to stock up on net wrap and all that good stuff and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get that started. Open this up and jump in the old 3650. I'm surprised she even started. You know, it sat all winter long. I haven't really had to use it much lately, but I'm glad it started. I'll have to check the batteries on it to see if we'll have to get some new batteries, which I probably will go and get some new batteries, because I know I got to get at least one of these tractors or a couple of these tractors serviced, you know, before harvest season does hit, which that's going to cost me a pretty penny right there, and I'm not looking forward to it. But in order to have a functioning farm, we got to have functioning equipment that does work proper. I'm hoping I should be able to cut this grass. If not, then I guess we just won't cut it right now, and that'll be something to start for the next episode. So let's go and unfold this guy, try to see if we can't get some of this grass cut. I have a feeling it may be too short. No, it's not too short, so that works out great. But I mean, it is a little on the shorter side. It is what it is. We'll just have to rock with what we got, and hopefully I can find the areas that we need to mow. So the reason why I'm doing it this way, guys, is to where, yeah, if you guys are like real life farmers or real hay farmers or whatever, I'm going this direction, and then I will come back down along the fence line with the mower facing that direction, just to be able to get all the grass up by there. I mean, granted I could go over a little bit more. And then I forgot I had that gate down here too, but both my gates to this pasture are the same size and everything like that. And I do need to get these trees cleared out right here by the sawmill as well, because, well, we need to just get rid of them. And holy crap, I'm getting really far away. But it's all good. No harm, no foul. But yeah, I need to get them trees cleared out, you know, to where I can make more land up. And I probably won't let the sawmill use very much more of my land, just because, you know, with us growing as fast as we are, we might need the extra land, and, you know, for a couple of other fields. But I'm thinking about getting into some productions. I'm thinking about getting into the coffee bean production. And all I need is just a greenhouse and a place to sell the coffee beans and or the refined coffee. So I'm thinking about getting into that on here, and I don't know where I'd set it, but we still got all that grass behind the house over there that we could definitely use to our advantage, you know, to put more stuff back there, whether it be that production, more buildings and all that stuff. But I'll just have to take a look at that and find out what I want to do with it. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I'm bringing you. Let me get off this fence real quick to where I don't, you know, take out our fence, you know, because this stuff cost a crap ton of money for me to be able to even put up. But as I was saying, if you guys do like this type of content that I'm bringing you, and you guys are liking this series, please let me know down below in the comments. Please drop a like, and if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because it does really go to help. And we are less than, I think it's 500 subscribers away from hitting 1,300 subscribers. Yeah, we're 500 subscribers away from hitting 1,300 subscribers. Well, less than 500. So I think, well, no, it's 50. It's less than 50 subscribers now from hitting 1,300 subscribers. I do appreciate everything, you guys. Like, you guys are amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better group of people that like enjoying my content, that like watching my content. And like I said, let me know down below like what I could do different in my series for you guys, what you guys would like to see different inside, you know, whether it be this series or, you know, any other series that I bring to the channel. Please be sure to let me know down below to where I can make the necessary, you know, adjustments on what you guys would like to see, because at the end of the day, you guys are what keeps this channel going, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. But I'm going to continue struggling to get around this fence. If I can not get caught on it again, we'll just probably have to just stay a little ways away. I'd say about like right there looks good. But yeah guys, this is Cole Farms. I hope you guys enjoy this type of content, and I'll see you guys on the next one.